for Brains. This again is Kimberly, and welcome to my channel, Knit for Brains. And I think I'm coming up with a new title. If I'm going to do crochet, maybe it's going to be called Crochet for Days. I don't know. Stay tuned. We'll wait and see. I just want you to know, and if there's anyone who lives like back east or anywhere not in the Pacific zone, so I apologize. It is 6:30 in the evening, and the sun is quite bright, and it's a really amazing, beautiful day. So I'm not trying to like show up people that live on the East Coast or in the South or anywhere else, because we get our fair share of icky weather. But I'm just saying today is an exceptionally beautiful day. So, and the other thing is too, now maybe you guys are like, God, does she just keep buying yarn? Does she make anything? I do make lots of things with yarn. And yes, I do buy a lot of yarn. My husband, again, the Brit, might say that I buy too much, but I really just do it for you, because if I find a good deal, if I find a good company that has good customer service, that has really nice quality product at good prices, I want to share. It's all about sharing. Sharing is caring. So I had found this website, Webs. Now, I have heard about Webs for quite a while. I've never purchased anything on Webs, but they were running a sale, and I don't know, it came up in one of my filters. It's sort of like the internet knows me better than I do. And they were running this big sale, and it was on, I think it's Alpaca that I got, which is a beautiful, beautiful yarn. And it was a really good price, and I wanted to give it a try, so I just got it today, and I wanted to show you what I got and what it looks like. So this is from Webs. This is my UnBAGing, if you will, / unboxing, but not my fault how it came. Let's see. Here's my little receipt. So this is Webs. It's an American yarn store. It's out of Massachusetts. I kind of feel like they've got a... Maybe I'm wrong. They might have like a European, maybe an English channel. I'm not sure. But I'm really liking what I'm seeing. So I ordered, this is the Cloudborne brushed alpaca wool. And it was on closeout. And so it's called Cloudborne Fibers Brushed Alpaca Wool. It's a DK weight. This color is called Garnet Heather. So it would be a weight of 3. It's so funny. The weights are so interesting, aren't they? Because this feels to me like it would be really thick, like it would be a 4. But I guess when you pull it out and you really see it, it's not as thick as you might think. Here we go. Here's a strand. Okay, yeah, so this is a 3. But again, as I talked about before, you got to remember that halo. So this is actually rated as a 3. It has 166 yards per skein, so 151 meters. It is 40% alpaca, 46% wool, and 7% polyamide, or polyamide, depending on where you're from. So it is an alpaca, brushed alpaca wool. So it's nice and soft, which is where the alpaca comes in, but it's going to be nice and warm, and it's a beautiful natural fiber, which is where the wool and the alpaca come in. And then it's going to have a little bit of a give to it, which is where the polyamide comes in. So what I loved about this, and the colors, I have to say, I was leery. I was scared about this one because on the website, I was like, whoa, those colors. This might sound weird to you, but maybe you'll understand the reference. It felt to me like Scooby-Doo. You know, the van, the color of the van, that kind of aquamarine blue, aqua blue, bright yellow. And I was like, dude, am I going to really want to wear anything that comes from this? So I was a little bit leery. However, at a cost of $2.99 a skein for wool and alpaca, hello, I'm like, I'll give it a try. I don't remember the original cost on this. I will have to tell you. But I thought, why not give it a shot? So I ended up getting 6 skeins of each one of these colors, and they were all $2.99 a skein. So I ended up getting 24 skeins of yarn for $71.76. It's a pretty good price. So the first color I got is this one, and it is called Garnet Heather. So Heather usually, in my experience, in my opinion, usually represents kind of a muted, almost a gray-ish tone to it. And I could see that. It kind of has a little bit of an earthy to it, but it's definitely garnet. It's nice, actually. I'm really liking this so far. So this is the garnet color. I got 6 skeins of this. I'll put it in my bag of yarn over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, if I put it in there, the Brit doesn't always see it. He's like, what? Is there a new yarn? I don't know. So 6 skeins of that. Okay, I am really pleasantly surprised. This color I was really afraid of. This is Cerulean Heather, Cerulean Blue, but in the pictures, it looked like a periwinkle, weird kind of a color. I could wear this color. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe that was just a fluke, but did you see how that just kind of came off the end? I hope this yarn is strong. I hope these fibers are strong. It looks pretty good. That must have just been a fluke. We'll just stick that back in there. I wouldn't have called this what I thought, cerulean. I would say this is almost like a cornflower blue. You know, cornflower blue. Kind of a little bit more of that earthy, heathery blue color. So, okay. I'm liking this. Like, I thought, could I even do a striped sweater with this? I don't know. But I got 6 skeins of it, of each color. So, la la la. All right, so there's, dang people. Oh, I did go a little crazy. Okay, once again, not unhappy with this color. This is Apricot Heather. In the picture, it looked like this banana yellow. I was like, oh, I was honestly not even looking forward to getting this, I wasn't looking forward to getting this package. I thought it's going to be really pukey colors and what am I going to do with them? I would actually wear any and all of these colors. And with 6 skeins at 166 yards, you're talking 600 and 600, 360. You're probably talking just under 1,000 yards, 900 something. Totally ready. You can make a sweater with that or a nice scarf with a matching hat or something like that. Definitely a muted color. I'm so excited about this. This is again Webs, and this is their Alpaca and Wool. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Brushed Alpaca Wool DK, so it's a DK weight with just a little tiny, like 3% of a polyamide, I think it was. So now again, here in Southern California, are we ever really going to want to wear wool? Probably not. But we travel, we go away. Even though you do live in San Diego, America's finest, sometimes we just need to get away from paradise, you know. So as you know, I'm traveling to, we're going on a cruise in June. And so I'm making some stuff for that. I'm actually even using some yarn from my Lions brand stash. Okay, and the last color, this is my yellow. So I got a yellow, kind of a blue, and a garnet. So these are the colors. And my last color, again, I'm really liking it. This is called Poppy. Now, I know what a poppy looks like, and I know what the color poppy. It's a bright, they say poppy red. It's like a bright poppy red. This is not that. I would go more with, what's the word I was thinking of? I don't know. Blush pink, maybe. Yeah, maybe a little bit deeper than a blush. But pink, I would not call this poppy red. And this is a nice color too. I really like it. I got 6 skeins of that as well. So I'm not hating this. And at $3 a skein, $2.88 a skein, people. I mean, where else could you get a sweater made, let's see, if you used all 6 skeins, that's 3 times 6 is 18 minus, like, let's say 17 something. $16 and change or $17 for a sweater. I mean, all you gotta do is, the work, putting it together, but isn't that kind of part of the fun? So, I got 6 skeins of this as well. I'll include the link below with the yarn. I think this is still available. This is in their closeout section. Okay? So, when it's gone kind of a thing. But once again, these are the colors I got. And when you look at the picture on the website, don't be shocked because I'm telling you, it does not look like this. So I got this cerulean blue. I got garnet red, poppy red, and then this one was called apricot. I would definitely not call this apricot. This is even more of almost a mustard color or a corn yellow color. It's definitely got some, here's what I would say. All of these yarns have what I would say they have depth to them. You know what I mean? It's not like this bright, like juvenile red, yellow, pink, blue. It's got some depth to it. Like I would make a sweater or something in any one of these colors. Any one of them. And not only would I make it, I would wear it. And it's very, very soft. I think the only downfall for me personally is that it's going to be warm. And I live in a very warm part of the country. But, and you know what? Let me just tell you, I have had the worst day. You know those days when you just wake up and you're just like irritated and just every little thing you're like, why? Right? That was today. And let me tell you, I was like, I don't want to go up and do a video. But you know what? I love you guys. So for me, doing a video is just fun. And I really wanted to open this yarn because yarn makes me happy. Let's face it, yarn makes us happy. I thought, I want to open this yarn and become happy. But I knew I couldn't open it unless I did it with you. So thank you for letting me open this yarn with you and in front of you and changing my day. Unfortunately, it is 6:30 in the evening, so my day is pretty much shot. But that means tomorrow is going to be lovely. Absolutely lovely. I think, you know those times when you just feel like there's so many things or there's so many people that are just like wanting a piece of you and a piece of your time, right? And you just kind of go, enough. Like, I need time for me. And I don't want to have to write me time onto a calendar to make it happen. Today was one of those days where it's like, well, you're not doing anything this day. So could you take a half an hour for me? Well, yeah, could I? Sure. But it's still taking time away from me. You know those times? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being selfish, but don't you just feel like there's times when you're like, I just need some me time? And so that was not happy. That was not a good thing. But this makes me happy. Yarn makes me happy. Touching yarn, feeling yarn, you know, looking at great deals that you get on it as you're making it, feeling it as it like runs over the hooks, or if you're using crochet, as the needles go click, 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 and it just runs over them. I have some really, not as much in here, I got some really beautiful rosewood needles from Knit Picks. They're just soft, really polished. And as you're knitting, it's just like click, 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 click. And it just, that rhythm, right? And it feels like it has that, it's like that's where, for me, that's where the meditative state comes. Where I'm just in it and it's like a good pattern. You got the stitches and you're just kind of going through the motions, and it's just, you feel that rhythm, if you will. Don't hate me if I'm getting kind of weird on it, but that's what knitting and crochet do for me. You know, I used to have my own business way back when, and I worked from home. So I was always on, right? It was like 9, 10 o'clock at night. I'm trying to watch TV. I'm trying to wind down. But then it was like an email would come in with an order or a customer or a question or this or that. And I felt compelled to answer it because it just came in. And I needed something that I could do that was not connected to social media or electronic media, right? You understand what I'm saying? And that is why I picked up knitting and crochet. And where I lived at the time, there was a knitting club / class at our local library to learn how to knit and meet other people and whatever. And I thought, I'm going to do that. I need to do that. So I went out, I bought all kinds of yarn, and I had no idea what I was buying. I bought nasty, cheap. I think I even started with sugars and cream yarn, you know, that nasty cotton stuff. I mean, it has its purpose, whatever. And I bought all this yarn. And do you know I never went to one of those meetings? I bought the yarn. I ended up meeting some moms in a mom's group. My son was in a club, and I would wait for him in the club, and one was knitting, and I was like, what are you doing? And we all would kind of knit and do stuff together. And that's where I learned, and that's where I kind of built my camaraderie with the craft, with crocheting and knitting. And I never actually went to that club, which was weird. But I just needed to like unplug, right? And so I would say out of 7 days a week, I'm crocheting and or knitting 6, if not 7 days of most weeks. Even if it's for 5 or 10 minutes, I pick up this project. I have projects literally laying all over the house. I go over here, I do a little bit over here. I go over here, do a little bit over here. If I think I'm going to be gone for any longer than like an hour, I bring a project with me. I'm going to a meeting tonight, project's coming with me. Everywhere I go, if I'm going to the mechanics, or if I know I'm going to be sitting somewhere for any amount of time, I bring a project with me. So I don't know about you, but I would really love to hear from you and say, you know, find out what spurred on your creativity with crochet or knit. I figured that you're into both or one or the other since you're on this channel. But what spurred it for you, and what keeps you coming back? Is it the feel of the yarn? Is it the excitement of creating a project and a fabric that's your own? Is it just a way to like zone out and tune out? I asked before, like, what do you do when you crochet or knit? Like, I watch TV or I do books on tape. That's my thing. And I haven't been able to have one of those days, just me, just sitting here, just crocheting and knitting and reading a book or sitting in my chair. And I haven't really had that. So I got to get back into that. But I want to know, where's your space? Like, where's your free space and how do you integrate it? So there you go. So again, this is my yarn haul stash. I'm going to call it that because I got a lot, 24 skeins from Webs. The brand again is called Cloudborne Fibers. And this is the brushed alpaca and wool. And it's in the closeout section. And I'll include the link below in the comments. And it's a closeout section on the Webs website. Excuse me. And this yarn, and it might have been $6 or $7 a skein before, but it was $2.88 a skein. So, and I could not be happier with the color choices. Could not be. Just FYI, a little gimme in the bag that I got was this special gift for you, a $100 wine voucher from nakedwines.com. So I visit Naked Wines and I use this yarn code. I register my code and I can get $100 off any case of wine priced at $160 or more, and delivery is included. So I could theoretically get a case of wine, which is 12 bottles, for $60, which is a really good deal. That's like $5 a bottle. Now it's probably like 6, 9, 12, or 15 750 milliliter bottles. That's fine. First time customers only, must be 21 plus, void where prohibited, blah, 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 blah. So apparently they think that if you crochet and knit, you probably drink wine too. They're probably right in that assumption. But I also drink tea or coffee or different things like that. I might have to give these guys a check and see. Maybe I'll do a video on that. All right. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for letting me vent today. This is Kimberly with Knit for Brains, or Crochet All Day. And this was my unboxing, or my yarn haul stash with Webs Yarn on their closeout sale. So check them out. Link is below. I'll be back with more, as you know I will, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.